Hi Dennis Bulldogs, it's Mrs. Johnson, your school counselor. I just wanted to make a series of videos for students who are virtual learners right now because normally I would see you maybe in the hallway, or I would come into your classroom, or you would come maybe eat lunch with me, whatever the case may be. But right now, since you're virtual, I don't have that face-to-face interaction, and I want to make sure that I'm still providing you good information and good stuff to think about while you're at home. So first of all, I hope that everyone is safe and is figuring out the virtual learning aspect. And just remember that if you have questions, please reach out to your teachers. And everyone's kind of learning together right now in regards to the whole virtual computer stuff. So they'll be more than happy to work with you and to answer your questions. So on that note, the next few videos that I'm going to show, and I'm not sure how many, I think I'm probably going to do about 8 or 9. I'll just be sending them in a message, and you can just click on the link to my YouTube channel. But you'll see me look down a little bit because I'm just making sure I'm saying everything correctly that I want to say. So we're going to be talking about what's called sticky thoughts, or managing automatic negative thoughts, which is also, you'll hear sometimes me say ants. So ants are managing automatic negative thoughts. So managing automatic negative thoughts are things that we do, and adults do this. It doesn't matter if you're 5 or if you're 70. It doesn't matter, because we have these things that go on in our minds where they go automatically to the negative. And there's multiple ones, which is why I'm going to make multiple videos. But even as an adult, I still catch myself doing these. So it's a great thing to learn whenever you're still young, because you can start working on these things as you're growing up, and you're always going to make mistakes, but that's okay, because that's how we learn, and we're all just human beings. And so we just do the best that we can. So I'm just going to read this little short definition, which is basically what I said. What is an automatic negative thought? So an ant is a thinking pattern that doesn't match up with reality. When you notice that you are having one, you can begin to train your mind to ignore them, which is why I'm saying as you grow older, you can learn to not think as negatively and to kind of challenge these thoughts. Get to know a few of the common ones so you'll be able to stop them. So I'm just going to focus on one today, and then I'll have a video for tomorrow and so on. So the first one that we're going to talk about is called magnifying. And this one is when you let one bad thing define everything in your life. This occurs when you make a big deal out of something small. Don't focus on one bad thing when there are so many good things in your life. So I'm just going to read you a couple little examples here. So one of the examples they have on the sheet are, I made an F on a test, I'll never get into a good college. So challenging that, yes, I got an F on a test, but what did I learn from that? What can I do better next time? Maybe you need to study more, or maybe you need to get a tutor. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get into a good college because you got one F, right? But in the moment, we go to the negative place. Another example is, I missed a shot, so I'm a terrible basketball player. And this, I think, is especially true, like if we're in the middle of playing a game, or, we're in the middle of class and we get an answer wrong. In the moment, we feel like, we're the worst student, or we're the worst basketball player. But that's not true. Everyone has missed a shot. NBA players miss shots all the time. But you have to keep going, and that's what makes you great, is that you keep on persevering, even if you don't make it, that one time. Is it disappointing? Yes. And it's okay to be disappointed, but we don't want to stay there. So for example, sometimes let's say I'm driving to work and I get a flat tire. I can't let that flat tire that I can easily fix, even though it might be frustrating in the moment, ruin my entire day, because after I fix that tire or I deal with that situation, I get to come to an awesome job and work with awesome students and drink delicious coffee and talk with my awesome coworkers and get to go home, to a nice house and spend time with my family. So it's important to remember that there's lots of other things, and your situation may be different. you leave your homework on the bus so you don't have it to turn in, and you get to school and you're grumpy. But, we have free breakfast here, which is awesome. So everybody gets to eat a delicious breakfast, and you have people that are saying good morning to you, and you have people in your life that love you. And at the end of the day, you get to go home or with your family or with your guardian to a place where you can hopefully do some things you enjoy. And there's just a lot of things to be grateful for. And like I said, it's okay to be upset in the moment about something, but it's just important that we don't go to the negative immediately after every little bad thing happens, because life is a journey and we are going to experience some disappointing times, but we need to learn how to overcome them. So the first one that we talked about, once again, just to review, was called magnifying. So if you think of a magnifying glass, we're looking at something little and making it big. So we don't want to take that little thing and make it a big problem whenever it can just be a small speed bump. So I hope that was helpful. And then tomorrow we will move on to the next one. So I hope you learned something today, and I hope that you have a wonderful Monday. See ya.